And we are back, although my webcam is broken. I say broken. Non-functional. Technical difficulties. Yeah, how is everyone?
Yeah, not too bad here.
I'm good. Surviving.
I asked this about 5 minutes early, of course. So let's jump back in, because, I mean, I suppose we could do a little bit of recap. Would you prefer to do it, Hap, or do you want me to recap to the best of my abilities? Because last fortnight I was like ill.
I can easily recap on what the current events have been.
Okay.
So basically, the team now having Helena leading them as a kind of a operator or a handler figure right now, have been looking into recent crime sprees and have discovered that while they've been fighting crime, other people in the criminal world have been interacting with each other in potentially sinister ways. As they discovered that someone that they not long ago put behind bars had escaped, only to then be murdered in a brutal killing by an unknown entity. Currently, the party don't have much in the way of leads, but they do believe that one of Ernesto's contacts in Chinatown might be responsible for his death, or at least know something more about it. All they know is that the figure they're looking after is some kind of crime lord or important criminal figure, and is female.
Well, I guess that's an excellent summary then.
Yeah, and they know that the killer, whoever it was, possessed some kind of amazing powers, some superior strength, but also savaged the man like some kind of wild animal. Okay then, when everyone's ready, I will resume.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, let's get to the matter.
Alright, I'll set the scene quickly. There's something deeply wrong going on. It's only been a few weeks after people have started to get freaking superpowers. And now we've got school teachers, war criminals, and purple freaking Play-Doh trying to save the world, barely restrained by law and order. We got people dying left, right, and center, criminals and otherwise.
And get me pictures of Spider-Man. Apologies, I had to do that. So who's talking exactly?
I'm guessing this is like another.
Just now, that was
Adam James. Oh, it's radio show guy. It's fine. Yeah, I get it. Never mind. Go on.
Don't worry.
Talk about the globalists.
Just need to quickly
Turn the freaking frogs gay. God, that'd be a shit superpower.
Somewhere in Chinatown. Sorry, this thing's being really slow. Professionally made game, people.
Yeah, we are so far.
I assume this is entirely meta, by the way.
Yeah, that is entirely meta. It's just sort of like more
Okay.
background stuff. But I wouldn't zap you to the map right now. It's that I've got
I guess Chinatown.
sort some stuff out, and Roll20's being slow.
Oh, gee, that's like something new. I've never heard of that before. Roll20 being slow? All I've seen is the most efficient, fast, dynamic, well-to-do software.
Chinatown.
Yep, that's where you guys are
Meanwhile,
headed.
in Chinatown.
Somewhere over here, right?
If we encounter like gangsters with Thompsons and like fedora hats and talk about wise guys,
It's
like,
not going to be
does this stop them?
Chinatown, but no, don't worry.
Chinatown has availability.
Wise guys. Yeah,
We're
that's,
gonna
that's fine.
encounter low pan type sorcerers.
Hmm.
Big trouble in Little China, that sort of deal.
Like, I'd hope that we would encounter, would have like rooftop ninja fights slightly later in the campaign.
Oh, there might be an opportunity for some ninja fights quite early on.
Not that I'm saying like, ninja fights on rooftops are bad. I mean, Daredevil proved that. It's like, man, this is pretty sweet. Ow, my ears.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shit, I thought I was muted there.
We
That's
have
fine.
you surrounded. Stop what you're doing and put your hands up.
Okay, let me just transition the map view as well. Transition screen. There we go.
There's nothing. You guys aren't on the map yet, no.
That's fine.
Oh.
It's one of those that just.
So
Oh
this
boy,
is going
another day in
on
New York City.
in Chinatown, and I'm gonna assume we're gonna either find out about it or
I do love the policeman. Just saying.
Say
Sitting
you're
in
a
front of us.
policeman.
I love stock images. They're really good. This is like,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, we had a casualty.
Yeah. Actually, technically 2 casualties if you look under the car, but
It looks like you might have swiped a
It's a car.
post-apocalyptic map.
question mark.
Oh, shit. Yeah, there's a cat and a dead guy under the truck.
No! Those dastardly villains. They must pay.
Person with the question mark reminds me of something, but I can't.
already? What should we?
Nani?
Is that Nina Tucker?
Oh my god, we are actually going like. To be fair though, it is pretty funny to riff the campaign. I
Honey,
advise you to do so.
you know what to do. Give one of them to me. Meanwhile, during the tense standoff, a familiar group of heroes make their arrival. You may now narrate your dynamic entrance to the northern side of the street.
But for real, how did we get here? Like, were we just on our way and we found
It's
this?
up to you. I assume you travelled as a group, but it's up to you what the finer details are, because this is fun stuff. This isn't like me being all snotty and demanding that you make a load of rolls or whatever. This is just cool shit. You're being
Make a roll to find an Uber
Make sure to
down New
roll-
York City.
Make sure to roll breakfall, guys. Alright then. I will think about this just a moment.
I think we probably got here by accident.
Like that's the thing is were we like alerted of this shit going down? Or
Yeah, basically, when you were on your way to Chinatown, actually, let me type it out and it'll make a bit more sense.
Break.
and it was the northern side of the street. So up here.
Yes, very good. That's north.
Yay! I did well.
Got a gold star.
Gotta go fast. You're too slow. Oh, shit posting aside. Sure, I can have I assume most people. Well, I like. Do we? This is the thing. I think only a few people in the party can actually fly, right? Like I don't know if Biomorph still can. I don't know if we took that off the sheet, or if you just
Sorry,
use
what?
like. I was just like
Okay,
Biomorph
one
get around.
train coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That makes sense. Because I know Manticore can fly because he's like
There we go.
he can fly, man.
Okay, team. Looks like you're not going to have to look very hard. We've got some kind of robbery at a biochem warehouse in Chinatown. It's an unmarked building, so whoever launched this attack must have had inside knowledge. If you can stop the crime in progress, great. But remember, we want information above all else. This stuff plays second fiddle to actual murder.
Actual murder of a drug cartel
Still,
lord who
it's still not as serious.
murdered.
This is just theft.
Oops,
like,
apologies.
oh no, a drug cartel lord fell down some stairs. What? Hey,
Well, to be fair, like they're probably armed, these goons, and it seems like a fucking armed raid. So like it's pretty important, I'd say.
yeah,
Obviously,
these are lesbian
this crime is
so-
important, but what she's stressing is that you've got an unsolved case to deal with right now,
Well,
and it ain't gonna solve itself. So
Okay.
what Biomorph is going to do is he's actually going to come out through the sewer grate here.
okay, I should
That's
note
right.
that like you can't work attacks or ambushes or whatever into this. This is literally just you guys making your dynamic entry. If you do still want to try
I
and
know.
be sneaky and stealth attack, you can arrive
Oh, I
on the
know.
scene
I'm
in a
just saying,
stealthy
that's
way.
just-
Yeah, but like on top of a rooftop, going, what the fuck should we do?
Exactly.
Like, I wouldn't do that if I want to ambush. Like, here I am, just come through the fucking sewer grate. Hello, please don't notice me. That's not going to work. So,
Yeah. Boop. Either way, type out what you're gonna do, or at least don't put your token on. I've got tokens waiting which have names and everything.
oh,
so
shit, sorry.
I'll handle putting your tokens on the map. Just say what you do.
That's what I said I'm doing. I'd rather not type it since
All right. Well,
people actually watching
that's
this
you on
can't
the
see
map.
the
Feel free to
text.
put yourself like wherever on the northern side. Basically, not past the police barrier, because otherwise you'll get shot at.
Hmm.
Well,
Give a little description, at least say that.
Yep.
yeah,
I strongly encourage
we
people
don't
to type out what they do. They don't have to type out every emote, but for this
Yeah,
case,
we don't stream the chat, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
I basically flew down with the wings, undulating, almost like, like only the top. Everything else just waves in motion as it moves, and the lights of the police cars are reflecting in the actual membrane of the wing. They wave, they reflect weird red and blue
I
patterns.
just remember MS said not to type because it's like, people
Yeah,
can't
you
see.
could. Well, actually, they can on this screen particularly.
Oh,
On the
well
screen
then.
they can be. So
that's fine.
you can like I would probably prefer like if people said, because I mean like, especially for say if I was to listen back on this in audio form, then I would get everything. It makes
Yeah.
a really great campaign log as well. Just saying. I do like
I
this.
put Manticore on the rightmost rooftop, though. You feel free to change his position.
No, that'll
Like, I
do.
know we do want this to be kind of personable to anyone watching. On the other hand, who's watching this, and it's for our own fun. So
I think. Well, I think Shalka would probably drop down on the rooftop as well with him.
Okay.
But yeah, still wearing that
Alright.
costume. I do not have a version of the token with the costume or in her other form. Purely because art skills.
Anyone that wants to take a look in chat at what I meant with the wings.
Wibbly.
Very.
Yeah, right, bud.
I assume it's just four
Yeah,
guys.
I'm typing stuff out.
Okay. Apologies.
That's alright.
I do not know when you're typing stuff out. It doesn't have a someone is typing function, which you'd think would actually be useful. You know? Like most chat functions have that. And in this one, people like, and from what I've seen of Roll20, like people like who do type stuff out, they put in like fucking like paragraphs of shit. Do, do.
I'll be 2 seconds, just need to quickly grab my charger for my phone. Dying.
enough. Hmm.
I'll wait till he gets back before I type out this next bit because I've got a lot of typed out stuff to do for this.
Okay. I mean, you could probably just have like a notepad like a notepad thing open and.
Oh
Just,
yeah,
like...
I've got it all typed out and ready. I'm just literally like,
Oh.
I don't want to post it and narrate it while he's gone.
Oh yeah, for copy pasta's sake.
I'm back.
Welcome back. The figure notices the heroes arriving and looks up. As far as they can tell, she looks like a woman in a slightly tattered and dirty lab coat with a mop of long, dead straight Asiatic hair. But her features are distinctly insect, with a bug beak and mandibles, dragonfly wings, a bulging, almost orb-like abdomen behind her that's easily the size of a beanbag chair, and her entire body is covered in dark brown bug skin and chitin. She looks like a far more terrestrial answer to the hero's own insect-like alien. Who the hell are all of you?
We on the news. How you not know?
We should ask you the same question. What are you doing?
Going to. Oh, probably just sit on the perch of the rooftop. Oh, squat.
I'm sorry, I've been rather busy lately, and you're not making my work any easier. If you're interested in the business of saving lives, get these men to stand down and get out of my way.
Gonna be back real quick.
Okay.
If you're gonna type everything, I'll just read it. So
I'm going to
Yeah.
type it out just so there's a log and then read it.
Okay, fair enough.
And it kind of helps you have like an impromptu little script to give yourself.
Of course, that tends to work. I'm not really a fan of typing stuff out. I feel it takes a little bit of time, so we're just gonna say stuff.
I don't know. That's several $1,000s of stuff you're running off with.
You heard the woman. Clear out. We wouldn't want you getting hurt. We'll wrap this up for you guys.
Okay, feel free to make me a roll to persuade the police to leave this to you.
Yeah, we got this on YPD.
Persuasion. I'm going to have to get some decent goddamn roll here. That's actually a success. Persuasion 8. Should I move to the bottom of the building as well?
If you want to.
Well, I did say I descended.
Okay. I think we should have control over our tokens. Shalka herself will jump down and
The cops clearly trust the team after their previous exploits and start to back up. Remarkably, the unknown figure seems impressed by this and gestures for her thugs to lower weapons. There's the cops off.
hold. Yeah, she'll comment. She'll comment. Got a bit of a sore throat still. She'll say, "Well, it's probably the smartest thing they've done all day," and then she'll, reach like a belt and just like take out the fucking collapsible staff and like whip it open.
he already said.
All right. Humor me before you do the same thing every brain-dead hero does. What do you want? What do you really? You're not just here to stop, not like with Ernesto.
She'll reply back. Wait, you knew that guy?
It's the guy who got killed, right?
Yep.
By the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was actually the guy who got killed. Gets fucking name dropped. Do all the criminals in the city at each other on Twitter?
So he's just going to like count on fingers he just makes for a second. He's going to ask, well, for one, he's dead. No changing that. Second, how do you know this place stored military pharmaceuticals? It was unmarked. Only a military has unmarked supplies like that.
Those damn evil pharmaceuticals.
Ernesto. Of course I knew him. He was to supply me with the cocaine extract. Not to market for some deadbeat to snort lines of the stuff, no. I needed it for something far more involved. And as for this place, well, let's just say I was in business.
Okay. She's just gonna say quietly to Manticore.
Of course,
Did you keep
you
him
set me
talking?
back a long way by killing him like you did.
Cerulean was not there. Cerulean did not do that.
Why would you need coke? Yeah, we didn't kill him.
I would at this point like to try and enter stealth. And using the like the cars and stuff as cover while everyone's talking things out, just to get in a slightly better position.
Wrong, guys. We banged him up, not killed him. Vibrate.
Hmm.
Yeah, indeed, by Chur. Because if it wasn't you, who else would it be? I was convinced you were coming next, but now I see perhaps you're all just cluelessly swept along in all of this.
We here for information.
Well, I guess that takes her out of the suspect list. Maybe. I'm still kind of new to this. Yeah, Hap. About that
Hmm.
stealth. Just wanting to, and as I said, enter it to sort of begin a better position.
If any of you guys want to start sneaking or anything, you have to make a roll, but it'll be quite
Yeah.
difficult given she's aware of your presence. Most of
Well, yeah, it's one of those things. It's just like trying to slip out of sight when people are a little distracted, not paying full attention to you.
Mm.
I admit that would be kind of hard when you're wearing a somewhat brightly coloured super suit and you happen to look like a
Have
giant
literal
lizard with
fire
wings.
hand.
Yeah. But you can lose track of those things.
I see. And Esther must have left evidence on his body leading back to me. I'm starting to think the underworld is losing its talent in the way of this new age of superheroes. Okay. Also, I'm going to roll her opposed check to see if she notices you with her multi-faced eyes. What is your stealth skill?
Stealth skill, I roll. It's 12 or under. Which puts me at
It's a
5.
So who wins in a case of when it's equal?
That is a very good question. It might be something like, well, to be fair, it could be many things. It could be whoever's got like the highest of X stat, or whoever's got the
Lower roll.
low roll, or whoever, or it could just be heroes win, or it could be.
I'll tell you what. In this
If I
case,
recall correctly, it's like whoever rolls lowest wins. It's literally an opposed roll.
Okay.
in this case, yeah, I'll allow it and say you can sneak, but obviously you won't be able to get very close considering.
Yeah, it's basically just using the cars as cover.
Yeah.
Like moving in the open is a no. It's just like sort of scampering around on the floor. So I can move to here. So it'll be much closer to the guy, but more like here. Like stepping out would just be like, oh, there you are. Okay. That's odd.
We ain't cops, but pretty sure that's grand larceny or something. So put it down and surrender.
You see, if you're not our woman, I don't see what you have on us as a bargaining chip.
The
I just
bees, probably.
lean against the police cruiser.
Oh, you are. Hopelessly now. You are. One of the masked thugs jumps as his phone starts to ring. The classic Nokia ringtone.
If we hit him in the knock, then
What?
just cancel out
Now?
I don't know why, but whenever you speak as her, it sounds like Freezer.
A little bit.
Oh,
She snatches the phone off him. Who dares interrupt?
We can wait.
Oh,
You're a little closer there.
who are you? But... She looks around the group a few moments and immediately just leaps into the air, about to fly off at top speed. Keep in
Okay,
mind,
I'm
her
gonna-
thugs have almost all of the stuff. She only has one ampule of whatever it was she came to collect.
Okay. Like how fast is she moving? Like, is she quite clearly a fast
She-
flyer?
Her jump is like basically a normal human jump. In fact, it's a bit shit as far as jumps go because she's really weighed down by her abdomen. But when her wings start buzzing, she really starts to pick up momentum and speed.
Okay, like I
Like
assume
it's
like
clear she's got an overland flight speed.
I assume it's a case of trying to pursue would probably just result in getting like shot out
If
of the
you
air.
guys want to try and pursue her or just want to engage her thugs now without her being there to defend them, you
How-
can feel free to make a roll.
How far is she up in the air?
I'm gonna say that because she's just taken a surprise action's worth of movement, that she's currently, and given like that building speed and the jump she's able to make, I'm gonna say she's probably, is it meters or feet then?
It's meters.
It-
Meters, right?
Yeah, standard notation is meters.
I'm gonna say she's probably about 25 meters up in the air at this point.
Fucking hell.
Ah, yeah, Zalje, come back.
I only have 25 meters. I only have 25
Yeah,
in terms of flight.
I mean, maybe more like
I'm-
20, considering, but you know. I can't
Yeah.
remember what the formula for acceleration is in Hero System. I'm just,
Well, if she just did like a full move and she's got like 25 move, then she's like 25 meters up
yeah,
in the air.
well, she's
Wait,
got
hold on.
30
it's-
is her top combat speed,
Then
but
she,
that's not counting acceleration or the fact she had to jump first.
yeah, flying upwards is you half
Or
it.
is it half
so,
speed for flying
yeah,
upwards?
so it should be about 15 meters up, which is
Yeah.
much more than Thingy could do.
Hold on.
How, Matt, how'd you calculate range based on strength?
I'm not too sure. However, it is still pretty close, and you have actually quite a bit of strength. So I'm pretty sure you could throw something quite light. If you're-
Based on strength.
Yeah, there's a table for it in the combat section, but
The throw rules. For fuck's sake! I need to open the second volume. You missed.
yeah, if you're throwing something light like a dart, that's pretty. That like you could probably like throw that 60 feet or 60 meters easily, because they're very light objects.
Yep, I'm throwing out a restrained dart at her.
Okay.
Compare your strength to the strength necessary to pick up the object. That's how you start.
Yep.
How heavy? I guess that would just be strength 1, because it's a dart, so it's probably super light.
Yeah,
What's
it's
your
like there's like
strength?
below strength.
We'll just say
What is-
strength 1.
Yeah. What is your total strength score?
I think Tristan's is 20.
Yep.
Strength is 20 from a standing jump. Sorry, standing throw, as in just throwing it from where you're standing. You can throw it 16 meters, but if you do a run up like with the javelin toss, you can throw it for 32 meters.
I'm pretty sure like it still counts as a lighter than strength for an object, so it's super light.
I'll just say for the purposes of that then, that it's
Yeah.
you can also count as getting a running throw automatically, because I don't think a running throw would even improve the velocity of a dart anyway.
So,
It would just make it horribly imprecise.
how are we resolving it then?
you still got to make an attack to try and hit her.
Okay.
Standing throw.
Where's my talent? No, skill. Okay. And I'll add +1 to this with skills. Oh,
That's not a bad roll. Yeah, I'd say that's a hit.
Yeah, Tristan's OCV is just godlike.
Yeah.
the thing is, I might have high OCV, but all my damage is on the lower end.
Yeah, and most of your like damage is on like
Also-
fucking what's it called?
Superhero game. There's no real need for for range based on strength and other like heroic limitations. You can just give your attack ability a specific range and just leave it at that.
That is true, but I mean, I suppose like throwing distance only like really takes into account if you got like super strength and you're trying to throw a car at someone.
Now to check up on the restrain rules.
It's an entangle, I believe.
Yeah, and
the throwing rules are primarily designed for throwing around heavy objects, like you said.
Yeah, like below strength.
These,
Below strength one,
just...
there's like a special category for it. It's like, it's why like, you know, you can throw a baseball like super far. Like
Alright, so
miles.
it's basically it's just a 14 body entangle.
no, I think it's if it rolls a 6, obviously it's 2 body, so it'll be 4 body entangle with a PD and ED of 4.
Does it restrain wings?
Yeah,
I think it does. Which means it'd probably fall to the ground.
Well, on her turn, we'll see if she falls to the ground or not, because I believe it doesn't do an automatic thing. It's on their turn.
Yeah, so I think it would be
Technically speaking, though, y'all got to roll initiative.
Rams does the other way.
We don't roll initiative. We just.
Oh yeah,
Just
okay. But...
fucking reflex, isn't it? Just like roll initiative. Oh wait.
Right. Well, let me bring up the table then and try and make sense of it.
Thinking emoji. That's my new favorite emoji, by the way. The thinking.
So, what is everyone's speed?
Speed 4.
My speed is
Bring up the speed
3.
Speed 5.
Let's do the old
16.
Yeah, let's do the.
Right, I've put my segments in, and then I've put in my dex score as well.
Yeah, I'll put my segments in. Hold on. Let's be.
I think. Dex 18. There we go.
8.
Yeah.
65.
Do your stuff one by one, because every time someone enters something, it stops anyone else who's midway through typing. So tell me when all you guys have done your shit.
I'm not doing anything. There's nothing I can really do right
Got the
now.
12.
Wait, I more meant typing your speed into the turn order.
Initiative.
Excuse me, I'm an idiot.
I'll take out the 12. Hold on, because it's too long.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Everyone gets 12, so it's like
unless you're speed 1, in which case, fuck you.
Actually, no. You still get speed. You still get to go on 12.
No, you don't.
Really
Speed 1 only gets 7. They
Yeah,
still
speed
get
1
their
goes on
endurance
7.
shit on 12, but they don't get to act 12.
They're just really slow.
Yeah.
It's fucking snail, man.
Speed 1 is like stuff you do for like Colossus and things like that.
No, speed 1 is snail, man.
Okay, so. And
Damn, she fast.
yeah, she fast. She a boss. She a supervillain.
What?
And the donut
Oh.
helps. Okay, yeah.
Absolute
good
mad dex. That flex,
So in
man.
this case, it's 3 first of all, and she's got wicked mad dex. Yeah, I'll still allow Manticore's thing as like a reactionary, but yeah, let's see if she can break free of this. When you're entangled, you just do raw strength, try and bust something open, right?
You can attack it, I believe.
Does it entangle her wings too?
It does, but we're trying to establish if she can bust it first, because I'm pretty sure you get to react against an entangle before it does things like knocks you out the air. Otherwise, you could buy a really cheap like 2-point entangle and knock Thanos out the air before he can do anything.
Thanos doesn't have wings.
I know, but the point I'm trying to
wing
make
flight.
is that you could break that so easily. So I'm pretty damn sure you get to at least react once against it before it can do things like knock you out the sky. either way, I guess yeah, this will work. I take it the dart restrains by opening up into a big, like, sort of entangling net, right?
Pretty much. I'll
It's all
read
like
out the
foam?
details.
I don't know.
Entangle 4d6, PD ED4, sticky. 3 and 1 victim freeze all victims.
Okay, so it's kind of like Spider-Man's web, but as a dart.
Kind of.
He has a dart for everything.
Not quite.
What don't you have in that utility belt? Patience for criminals like you.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Yeah, I just need to figure out my moon options again. Hold on.
The
Yeah, here we go.
West for play.
And movement. Hey, that's pretty good.
She panics as she's entangled by the dart's contents, but lets out a faint screech, and her abdomen's many tiny holes that line the sides disgorge a small swarm of insects that begin frantically chewing any foreign material near her. In this case, the webbing. Right, so she's just going to try and use one of her swarm attacks to destroy the webbing, funnily enough.
I just realised that that Spider-Man joke really was foreshadowing.
So it did 2 body, although it's reduced to 1, but it's got penetrating, so it definitely does at least 1. So it does 1 body of the damage to the hold, but unfortunately it's not enough yet, and so it drops her from the sky. So she falls
you,
15.
That's kind of gross.
She falls 15, and don't think that's even enough to physically harm her, considering the amount of defense and stuff she has, so I'm not even going to bother to roll. But she's just on the ground again now. Alright, so that's her 3 done. Who else has got a 3? Manticore has got a 3. Manticore's turn again.
Yeah, Manticore, then me, and then MS.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell Biomorph to make sure she stays pinned and go give this guy here good thumping with a takedown.
Go ahead.
That's probably a miss. That's quite high. But OCV 9.
Yeah, even with your OCV, that's actually a miss, because these guys are kind of ninja-y. Funnily enough. Just a little bit. Just a little ninja-y.
And
They
on
kind of know what
rooftops.
the fuck they're doing. A little.
Ninja, little ninja.
It's the first time Manticore's ever missed. Anyway,
Wow.
Shalka.
That's fucking
Right,
incredible.
actually, it's Cerulean Shalka, isn't it? God, they
Yes.
used to-
He must now commit seppuku.
Shape for display.
Yeah, so what's Cerulean going to do?
Right.
Good spot. Could just blast someone.
Let me open my sheet. Well, not open. Tab back into it.
Tap in, tap out.
Was I way far off? Because I've just realised takedown gives me +1 OCV, but that was still a pretty bad roll.
Yeah,
So it would have been OCV 10.
I'm gonna fly up to about there.
Well, they've got DCV 5.
Yes, that's probably pretty good then.
I'm gonna try and hit the bug lady.
Go ahead.
Attack girl. DV8, I think. I forget if okay, yeah. I remember now. I did put that in. Yeah, that means DCV8 or lower.
Wait, what? OCV 10 versus DCV 5 is still a 16.
Oh, really? Okay, and that's a
Yeah,
hit.
that's obscene.
Jesus Christ! You can auto hit any enemy.
Yeah, that's why I said it was godlike.
Hang on a sec. What is the maxima for 400-point heroes?
It's like
For
14.
the one Matt chose, which is high, it's like 9 to 12 is the usual range.
Yeah, it's he's on the high end.
Why did you choose high?
I did choose
That's
high. I
meant
chose
for
standard.
cosmic.
I choose
Standard.
standard. Yeah, it's standard, man. Like he still
Really?
falls within it.
Are
Yeah,
you
so-
sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Because
It's
I'm
just
pretty sure that suits like cosmic. But
hey,
okay.
all I'm saying is like he's like amazingly fucking good at fighting, and
Values for standard are between 7 and 13.
yeah,
It's
and
12 plus that is considered cosmic.
yeah. The thing is a lot of the characters are like either A, young, or B, not really experienced as of yet. So it kind of makes sense why ours are like super low, while Tristan has like fucking years of Black Ops shenanigans.
It's going to make it
experience.
pretty difficult for me to balance mobs, though.
Yeah,
Most of the ones that are going to be a challenge to him will be completely untouchable to you guys.
Simple, just give them lots of health.
yeah, giving me the
that's
lots of
true,
health.
though,
Or...
Unless I also make them immune to combat maneuvers, you're going to be able to just disable them and break their limbs anyway.
Or just give them like some good DCV, 1 or 2 good DCVs.
Yeah, well,
Again,
that's
there's
an
stuff
earlier
you can do.
problem, but never mind. Let's just continue.
Yeah, you can always throw powers at him. That makes him go. Ugh!
So
yeah.
this guy gets 19.
19 stun and 5 body, as I can tell.
Yeah, and he's also knocked to the ground.
Yep. Okay,
Apologies for that.
that's all right.
I expect Tristan's going to get
What
shot to
is the
shit.
ability you use to resist things like breaks and knockdowns, by the way? Because I know there's something that resists it.
The ability itself, I believe the skill is called Breakfall, but that's to deal with like falling.
Yeah,
Right.
because like I know that you can't automatically knock someone down just by hitting them.
Yeah, I believe it is
You
Breakfall.
have to do something that beats something.
I think it's you have to deal so much damage that you're
Basically, it doesn't happen as if your armor or whatever blocks the entire damage.
Oh yeah, I remember now. It's
Is it as simple as that?
yeah, it's you count the body in the damage, and then you do a knockback roll, which is like 2d6 minus the body done.
Oh, I see. So it has to do not at least a point of knockback in order to knock someone down if you're
Yeah.
doing take.
But he's doing takedown, so it's just like that's the effect of the attack where the target falls. But if that guy's okay on his turn, he can make a breakfall roll to get back onto his feet as a half action.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I ask is because if you made a penetrating takedown, you could just instantly knock anyone down without having to do any damage, really.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. That would require like a naked advantage, like penetrating on all hand-to-hand
I
maneuvers.
think it would be
but
really easy to do.
Yeah, you could probably like make a GM rule and say like if it was penetrating, like you don't still do the knockdown, you just do a point of body damage and you don't knock him down.
Either way,
Yeah,
he's definitely knocked down
Yeah.
by that because he's not that super.
Yeah, you
Alright.
can get back up.
So Shalka's turn now.
The amazing.
Oh no,
dragon
sorry,
boy.
we were doing Cerulean's turn, weren't we?
Yeah.
I moved and I rolled an attack against the
attacking
mysterious
her.
person.
Attack that hits. Yeah.
DCV
Funnily
8.
enough, she is DCV 7, so that does hit.
So that's 37 stun and
Yeah.
12 body.
Okay.
That will also break the restrain, if I remember the rules from last time.
But yeah, definitely. No way. Okay, so you notice she takes some stun from that, but the body is just... It doesn't create any wounds on her body at all. It just staggers her.
Okay.
And do the penetrating next.
What modifiers does that blast have? Because the description says it only has no range modifier.
Have any other modifiers? It's
I
just
think
a
range
really
modifier means it
powerful-
doesn't. It's not as it doesn't get harder to hit the further away they are.
Yeah, well, I know.
Range
I just
penetrations.
because he said something about penetrating.
Oh, yeah, I think that's.
I said I'm
shot.
gonna try my penetrating blast next time
Yeah.
if I see this one doesn't do much.
Mm-hmm.
So next up, we're on to
So
Shalka.
we're actually on Shalka now. Yeah.
Yeah. Onto the amazing Dragon Girl trademark. Do not steal. She's going to actually do something which may look quite cool, but you know, the look of the dice and me, they don't go together. So she could fall flat on her face, which would also be very in character. What she's going to do is she's going to like jump on top of the cab
Mm-hmm.
in a sort of like movement, and then she's going to jump off the top of the cab onto the guy to do what is essentially a Hurricane Rana and throw him into the wall. I don't know if he may be surprised by this, but you know, jump onto there and then, well, yeah, jump onto there, then jump onto there for Hurricane Rana.
Nobody expects a Dragon Girl wrestler.
Well, to be fair, like it's a pretty simple. Well, it's not really a simple move. It's just like jumping onto the guy's shoulder, then using your leverage and body, well, using your momentum to just essentially like throw the dude, and hopefully land in a nice position. I guess I would just count as a throw combat maneuver,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm going to throw him into the wall behind. So
Still got to hit him first.
actually, it'd be a martial throw. Yeah, it's going to be.
Still
A
got to
martial.
hit him first.
Of course. And that will be a 3d6 roll.
Mhm.
Oh dear.
No.
I will tell you my OCV. My OCV for a martial throw is... Oh, still not good, is it? It's 6.
No. That's a super miss, I'm afraid.
Super miss.
Either way, we now come on to 4s. So who's highest on 4? I believe that'd be Biomorph who's highest on
fucking-
4.
Just fucking dodge out of the way. Nani?
So yeah, Biomorph's turn finally.
Give me 1 second. I'm looking up how Entangle works, and I'm going to be completely honest. This book is laid out like trash.
Yeah, it is.
Where is Entangle? Entangle.
I
It's
said-
215.
I suppose instead of like landing on his shoulders, she would just like land slightly off and just be like, whoops.
Yeah.
Duplication. And senses, that's not what I'm looking for. Text. Jesus Christ, why is this fucking book so bad? There we go. Make a attack roll, succeeds, he rolls a tangle dice and counts as normal dash high. The body of the entangle is the bottom. I roll the entangle is 1 PD, false persistent.
Yeah. And then it's the goons afterwards, isn't it? Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so Biomorph's going to sleuth on up over here and basically just try to engulf what's your face and be a living prison cell.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck
So-
happened to this game?
What do you mean, what the fuck happened to this game? This is the power I had from the start.
We're going full anime.
So I am rolling OCV. Or I'm rolling a 3d6 and hoping it's low enough. I got an OCV of 6.
Okay. That's not enough, I'm afraid, because her DCV is 7.
She will be on the ground though, won't she? So it'll be half.
Are you automatically prone when you fall? I should probably done a break fall roll, but considering I didn't, all right, I'll allow that.
Give me 1 second. I mean, does it hit or not?
I'll allow it.
Okay, then give me a second. That much damage needs to be done to Biomorph. He has a resistance, or a PDED of 5 right now, to break her free, and she has DCB of 0 now.
Yep. Okay, so that's his 4. So now it's the Masked Thugs on their 4. So one of them is going to attempt to lash out at Shalka with what appears to be a Tanto that he draws from his belt.
My God, we are fighting weebs.
We're
Actually,
in Chinatown, you doof.
this is Chinatown. Yeah.
Where's the Japanese sword, you doob?
Folded 1,000
Weebs.
times.
That's
fully
probably a
1,000.
hit because that's OCV 5.
Yeah, can I throw a block?
I guess so. Yeah.
I will throw a block, which I believe is an attack roll. Ooh, 10. Let's see. I will have to refresh myself on the block. Block like Terry Crews.
Also, what are you blocking with as well?
She's blocking with the telescopic staff.
Good, because if you're doing it with like your hands or something, it might not be a good.
Hey, she's fucking trained in martial arts. She can, well, not in the traditional martial arts, more European martial arts. But yeah, she can block with her hands. Folded 1,000 times. Let's see.
Efficient in wrestling and boxing. That's what you mean.
Well, she does know how to wrestle a bit.
Almost. Well,
Like,
actually,
if you were to give her a fucking longsword, she'd know it. She'd know how to use it.
modern martial arts, the only European martial arts that are unarmed are forms of wrestling.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. She's schooled in what could be approximated as HEMA. What the fuck is block? The actual block rules. Because this book is
Just unopposed. Well, it's in It's gonna be in martial maneuvers in book 2.
yeah. Brace block. Here we go. You must make an attack roll against opponent's OCV, not DCV. Okay. OCV 6 versus 5, was it?
Yeah.
And yeah. She doesn't have martial block, but she's got block, so it's just 0. And I rolled a 10.
Right. So, what's the result?
So your OCV is what, 6?
6 versus 5?
So on a standard DCV, you need a 12 or under. So that looks to me as a success.
Yep.
Man, it's really easy to deflect attack. Although I do believe that takes a half action from your next turn, doesn't it?
No, it uses your entire action.
Yeah, it uses the entire action. But
Okay.
if say like if we both then have a move on the if we both have a matching thing, if our next like phases that we can do things are on the same one, I would get to go first regardless of dex.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's his attack done.
He's
The
got plenty
other
of
one
speed.
going to attempt to stand up. Now, I believe it was a breakfall roll you can do to stand up.
Yeah, you can break fall, which is just a dex roll.
Yeah, amusingly enough, these guys actually have skills in parkour and things like that. So
Yeah, they'll have break fall. Easily. There's a fucking
they've
kick up.
basically just got what I call a multi-skill parkour. It's basically anything to do with parkour they count as having skill in. So
Yeah, they're gonna do some flippy fucking martial arts shit.
And
Yeah.
he is going to attempt to Tanto at Manticore. Now, what does they actually do to make it so your attack's more accurate? It's like an all-out attack or something.
If he's got any like combat skill levels, he can throw those in. He can also do stuff like make it more accurate.
Because I believe there's something was a kind of combat thing you could do to make an attack more accurate without actually just
Sure,
having a
OCV.
higher OCV. But
Not that I can see.
there's a thing for ranged attacks where you basically take aim and gives you a
Yeah.
+1 to your OCV, but that's it.
In melee,
Yeah.
certainly. All right,
Yeah,
well, I'll
like
just,
if you were to use like a
I'll go
martial,
with the best.
if they've got like a specific martial maneuver that does, then they can do that.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
by
sure it
default.
does beat your DCV, even though it's a fairly good roll.
Let's have a look. Oh, his OCV is
His OCV is 5.
versus my DCV 7 is a 12. OCV 5, sorry, versus DCV 7
He hit 7
is
or
a
lower.
9.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
that's a hit.
Oh. Interesting.
Hmm. The question is, do I try and tank it, or do I?
I mean, you've got like fucking power armor. Well, light power armor. It's up to you.
That's true.
A knife about to shank you. I don't think you really have much to worry about as.
Yeah, it depends if you want to like have a better chance at hitting him back quickly or not.
Let's see what he can do with it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Dead Harp like throws down like fucking 5d6 killing attack, armor penetration, armor piercing.
He did total of 6 killing damage with a stun multiplier of
6
Six,
killing
so-
damage.
yeah, because it's 1d6 plus standard effect 3.
All
If
right.
they've got a naked advantage on their strength that makes it standard effect for
Fucking hell, good.
Sneaky bastard. So let's have a look. So
Fucking ninjas, man.
half my armor. Ooh, just blocks it.
but it does still do the 12 stun. So
Which is all absorbed.
okay, so yeah, your armor just about protects you from his Tanto. Meanwhile, the other two, this one here.
To be fair, Manticore is running injured.
Yeah.
He's still a little injured from from Master.
This guy is going to charge at Cerulean, doing a leaping charge maneuver, which is the power he has, where literally he can do a melee attack as a part of a leap power. So he literally just goes over to here.
Where the fuck did this lady get ninjas from?
And they're not so much ninjas as like what would the Chinese version of a ninja be? I don't know. Just Chinese assassin. Let's go. And he's going to attempt to attack her.
Fucking fighting the hand.
CV5 attack.
In the air.
How high are you?
High is the building.
Okay, from now on, people who are flying, can you please put an icon on your token? The building is.
Do they have guns? Because I mean, you could just like shoot
Yeah,
Cerulean instead.
I'm going to redo his action then because obviously he would have known how high up she was and that he couldn't reach her. So instead, he's got to pull a gun and make an attack, which is still OCV 5, so 9 on OCV 5. And he's shooting with his pistol.
+11 -9 7. Yeah, that hits. She's not. What's just roll damage?
Okay.
So 1d6 on a Tanto.
It's just a 1d6 RKA. Dead simple. So, stun multiplier 1. So it does 2.
So these guys have like very powerful knives but very weak guns.
They've got normal pistols, but the thing is, their swords are normal swords. They're just really well trained with them. That's why
Yeah.
they can do the damage and standard effect and all that stuff.
Wait, so who's he going after since he can't get after
He was
Cerulean?
shooting at her rather than leaping, but it didn't beat her bug armor or whatever she has. Anyway, and the final guy is going to do the same, but flying leap at Biomorph
Oh,
to
okay.
try and cut his boss free. So he, what's your DCV considering you're entangling with your body?
I think half.
Okay. Probably still missed.
Oh my goodness,
What?
I'm lucky. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wouldn't you have like a DCV penalty?
Yes.
His DCV's halved, but even though it's halved, that probably still missed. What
Yeah, I
is
have
your
a.
DCV?
Do you round up or down?
You round up. We did look at that.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so I have a DCB of 4 right now.
Damn,
Yeah, so that misses.
damn, son.
Yeah, so that's all of the thugs done, and they all miss horribly and stuff. The cops' turn.
Welcome to my world, Harp. Welcome to my world.
It's fine. I'll get the hang of balancing stuff eventually. It's just...
Oh no, it's fine. Like, it's fine. Like, again, like I've said, I'm building this campaign. Like, it's probably going to be like super fucking easy.
The cops are all going to attempt to shoot at nearby thugs, but probably not going to go well. Yeah, that's a miss. It's a miss. That's a hit. That's a miss. So one of them, leftmost one, got shot.
Just fucking stop right there, criminal scum.
Yeah, basically.
Jesus Christ.
Some multiplier 2. So yeah, he ignores it.
Still, the fucking
bullet
shooting at
hits
us.
his shoulder, but does nothing.
They're coming right for us.
Okay. So after that, it goes to 5s, which is
Mystery woman.
5 is the first 5. Right. So now she's entangled. What can you and can't you do when you're entangled ability?
You can do. You know, I really didn't say. Let me go back to it 1 second. Let's see. It's 210 or something stupid. Attack now. That's, let's see, 230.
Entanglement is a very useful power.
Because technically speaking, her commanding her swarm to do things doesn't even require bodily actions from
Yeah,
her.
Oh yeah, they could still like attack me, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, like in Entangle, like if you've got to, like, I don't know, raise a weapon to do something, then you can't really do it. But if you can just be like, if you can just
She
go,
continues to intensify the swarm.
ooh, bzzz.
She gets a mouthful of biomorph.
Oh, the bees!
The
You can
bees.
basically do anything
Not
that
the
doesn't
slime,
require
actually.
gestures and isn't a movement.
Okay, so that's OCV 8 versus your reduced DCV, so I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yes.
This is technically an AoE, but she's not doing an AoE with it. She's just, what was it called when you like withhold your power or weaken it on purpose?
Well, either way,
don't
they
know.
have to do 21 damage to me, and I have a PD of 5 before I break apart enough that she can be freed.
Yeah, there's rules for multiple entangles, by the way. I suspect this might have been an issue.
Okay.
But yeah,
So,
the Entangle Power says it's like there's no real definite thing, just use your common sense.
Hmm.
So she's more or less like
Oh,
bound.
boy.
She has
So
DP
she's just
0 and she-
done 10 killing damage with penetrating, and the stun is 30.
So
The bugs literally are just going all over you.
Oh dear.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that counts as a 21. Now,
Not the
I would
bees.
probably take that damage too, so give me a second to think here.
You're gonna take at least 2 body from that because of the penetrating. But yeah.
Well, the thing is you can only like throw. I believe you can only throw blocks before damage is rolled.
Yes. I just read that. Now, no, it's before the attack is rolled, the actual 2-hit attack now.
Well, we
Here's
do
my-
need to.
Here's my ribs. How the fuck am I used to the cat? Sorry, cat. What was I gonna say? I would say how this works is the damage of the entangle and me are separate, but both the entangle and me are probably taking the same damage. So I'm gonna be taking that.
There's a drawback thing you can get for that, for like entangles and stuff, where you take the body down.
Yeah, I would take all the damage that what's her face takes.
Oh no, yeah. Obviously, the bugs are biting you, not her. So
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure both the entangle me and me are taking the same damage. So
technically speaking, it is a point blank AOE, so it affects you anyway. But because of
Yeah.
thematics, I'm going to say that it doesn't double damage you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. We're saying the same thing. Okay, what is my normal PD? 20. And what is my resistant PD? It is around here somewhere. It is 10. So I don't take the lethal damage, but I do take 10 stun damage. So, ow. And I'm just going to slurp off here. She's freed.
All right. Obviously, she can't do anything else this turn because she was just intensifying the swarm by spending another swarm token, which what her powers are based
Yeah,
on.
Biomorph like slumps off because
Yeah.
it just hurts that much.
You were hugging a wasp's nest, basically. Either way, it is now Shalka's turn because she has a 5 as well.
I'm pretty sure she used an abort.
Yeah, so there goes that turn. Anyone else got 5s? No, so we're on to 6s, which means I believe Manticore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in night mode now.
See, it's one of the things about this character. When it comes to fighting like this, I'm kind of a one-trick pony.
Yeah, can be a bit of a disadvantage.
Okay, I'm going to put the guy in front of me in a chokehold. That might be a miss.
Oh, be quiet. You were asking for that. And why can I smell the chloral hydrate? What do you even...
What's their DCV, Harp?
Who's DCV?
The guy that I knocked down previous turn, so one of the regular moves. 5 to 7, 13. I still hit.
Yep. Easily.
Okay. So that's a terrible choke out. But I do grab one limb. So I'm going to restrain his arm with the Tanto.
Okay, so you're holding the arm, he has the tent.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a sedative.
Okay, so who else is on a 6? Cerulean's on a 6. And no one else, so Cerulean's turn.
I'm gonna, since she removed Biomorph.
Spoilers, it hurt.
Patience. I'm just gonna blast her, but this time with the armor piercing blast. Believe it'll work. And it hit, but it's decent damage for what it is.
Her like armor thingamajig against piercing and the penetrating one. So yeah, you do. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Body.
I actually, yeah, I did roll 5 body on that.
Yeah.
Then yeah. Okay, that's half her. What's your stun multiplier? Or actually, no, it's just a blast, isn't
Yeah, it's a
Let me
blast.
see.
It deals
it? Okay, so she's taking a bit more stun from that.
and 5 body. That's what I rolled.